question from a parishioner this week regarding the precious blood of Jesus, and why is it that we honor the precious blood of Jesus and implore the power of the precious blood of Jesus in as many prayers as we do? And the answer, as in so many cases, comes from salvation history, beginning specifically with the formation of the original covenant with Abraham. That when God bound himself to humanity, first with Abraham and ultimately with all of humanity, in his pledge to covenantal relationship, that covenant came to be through blood sacrifice. And this comes from Genesis chapter 15, beginning in verse 9, and it describes the ritual sacrifice of the animals and the sprinkling of their blood on the altar and on the participants in that covenant and their their successors. This continued in the ritual practice of ancient Israel. Every time a sacrifice was offered, a ritual was offered for the forgiveness of sins, it always involved the sacrifice of blood. And we know through the fulfillment of God's covenantal relationship with humanity in the incarnation, passion, death, and resurrection of Christ, that Jesus' blood shed once on the cross gives all people who come to him in faith for the forgiveness of sins the accomplishment of exactly that. And again, we know by faith and we know by salvation history that the restoration of a relationship with God always begins with the forgiveness of sins and the healing of all of the consequences of sin in that person's life and ultimately in the life of the world. And so we do absolutely implore God's mercy. We implore God's forgiveness, and all accomplished through the agency of the shedding of the blood of our risen Lord. Remember that God is who he says he is, you are who he says you are, and live the life that he called you to live.